What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today, you guys, with a review for Love After Lockup, you guys, season 6. I believe this is episode 3, or is it 4? Whichever one it is, y'all know, it'll be correct on the description bar and the title. But this episode is titled Fire and Gasoline, you guys. Now, before we go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor, you guys, and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and also by sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and just talk about Love After Lockup, shall we? All right, you guys. So this episode, how do I feel about this episode? It was an okay episode, I guess. Some people, Let's start off with the couple, Bradley and Savannah. You guys know I don't really see it for Bradley and Savannah, so they're on this episode, right? And this is the morning after he got out of prison. So we find out that they had sex the night before. He enjoyed himself because he ain't had sex with him. You know, he ain't had sex in years, right? And so he said it was pretty quick. So maybe it was good for him, but maybe it wasn't good for her, right? So they basking in the afterglow of sex. So then they talked about his sister, right? You guys remember we met the sister in Love during Lockup, where she told Savannah that he gonna break up with her, the family can't stand her, and all that kind of stuff. Well, they're talking about that sister, and honestly, I don't know why Savannah is friends with somebody like that. That is just not somebody that I want to be friends with. Not somebody I want to be friends with at the fuck all, right? But they talk about how she gets into fights with people, she hurts people. I'm like, I can tell. We can tell. If you telling and I'm using air quotes with this one, if you telling your so-called best friend that your family hates her, your brother is gonna break up with her once he gets out of prison, and let's say you've been knowing this stuff for months, and you ain't told your quote unquote best friend, that ain't your best friend. But neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. So we then do see Bradley as Bradley went to go get a haircut. So his homeboy came down. Now, when Bradley was talking about him and his sister and how they used to get into hood rat shit, my mom was like, what the fuck do y'all mean hood rat shit? What is hood rat shit to you? Hood rat shit? See, that's why I hate when white people take black vernacular and use it, because then you're left to your own interpretations of what the fuck they mean. Like if you guys watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills on Watch What Happens Live, cast member Erica Girardi, aka Eric and Jane, aka The Brokey, was on Watch What Happens Live with the newest cast member, Bose, and they were asked how they felt about Garcelle leaving, and she said, won't he do it? And I was like, girl, what now? Run that back hole? Okay. I ain't calling Erica Hall, I'm just saying run that back hole. But moving on. So we do see as he sat down with his sister. Again, I don't know why Savannah wants to be friends with this girl. I don't know why. But the sister went to jail when Savannah went to rehab. But I guess they gonna be cool because Bradley's whole thing is he's having a welcome home party, right? He doesn't want there to be a lot of drama once the party goes on with his sister and Savannah. I was like, you know what, Bradley, who cares? Do you? Moving on. Now, let's move on to the next couple, you guys. So I don't know where we want to go because this episode the rest of the couples are interesting. You know what, let's start up with the new couple that we met. So we are introduced to Will, who is in a relationship with Courtney. Now, Will has never met Courtney a day in his life. Will met Courtney because he was on Instagram, saw her mugshots, thought she looked good, and decided to DM and decided to try to talk to her. I was like, wow, the desperation. Lord, let me never, and I mean, let me never be this fucking desperate for love, for sex, for nothing, and nothing. Let me never, and I mean, Lord, let me never be that desperate. The fuck? The fuck? So she's about to get out of jail in, I think it said 4 days, right? So he works in IT and he works at a hospital, but he's also making an app for furries, which I've heard of furries, but I don't really know the particulars of what furries is. You don't have to tell me what it is because I'm not really that interested in it. It ain't nothing that entices me, so I don't really need y'all to be like, well, a furry is this or furry is that. I don't care, you guys. We also found out that he had a drug addiction, and he stopped doing drugs when his friend, I believe he said it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound to his. I don't know if his friend. I'm assuming the way he was talking that his friend is no longer among the land of the living, and the way that I said that, I realized that may. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying I don't think his friend is among the land of the living. The way he was talking, but neither here nor there, right? Now he lives in California. I can't remember where Courtney with two E's is, but Courtney with two E's, he's trying to get Courtney with two E's to move in with him. But Courtney with two E's called him to tell him like, hey, so we got denied. And the reason why we got denied is because we're not family, we're not blood related, and we're not married. I was like, girl, what'd you say that for? So then he asked her, well, do you want to get married? And she paused. And I was like, he was like, well, what's the pause? She said, yeah, I do. I said, no, you don't. Be for real with this man. No, you don't want to marry him. You may love him. You may even like him. But do you want to marry this man right out of prison? Absolutely. The hell not. I caught that immediately. So then we see as he went and met her mother. This is his first time meeting her mama. And the mama's like, this is kind of odd to me because you've never met her. And this is you're meeting me before you meet her. So she's asking him like, what do you like about Courtney? What do you love about Courtney? He's telling her the things that he loves about Courtney. And I was like, oh, well, okay. I mean, I guess you don't know that much about this woman. Actually, you don't know anything about this woman because everything that you know is because you know her through phone business on JPEG and all that kind of stuff. Again, Lord, this is my Lord, this is my prayer to you. Please let me never, and I mean let me never, be that desperate for love, a relationship, or even sex. Please don't let me be that desperate because it's a hell no. Now they've been dating for 6 months. I was like, wow, 6 months. And because y'all got denied for her to come live with you, now you want to marry her? That's weird to me. Her mom even finds this weird because he pulled out the ring that he got. I was like, when the fuck did you have time to get this ring? I was so confused, like, sir, so you mean to tell me that after that phone call with Courtney with two E's, you went and got this ring? Oh, wow. Sir, you moving too fast. You are moving way too fast. But that is it for Courtney and Will. If y'all have anything that y'all want to discuss, leave it out in the comment section. But let's pause here and move on to our next couple. Next couple is Brooklyn and Brian. So it's the morning that Brian is getting out of prison, right? So we see Brooklyn, she's in her apartment now. I don't know if she trashed her apartment trying to find her keys or if her apartment already looked like that, because I was like, my God, girl, you got a camera crew in your apartment and your house, because I think it was a house. You got a camera crew in there and you got shit all over the place. But I'm going to hope it was the latter of the two, that your place didn't look like that it was just the fact that you were trying to find your keys, which I mean, here. Understand that I know that struggle all too well. Yesterday, when I went to go get my manicure, before I went to go get my manicure, I could not find my keys. Couldn't find my keys anywhere. Normally, I put my keys on my island counter, right? The island right here. Or if I'm sitting on a couch, I'll have it on the couch with me, but most times it's right here in front of me. Bitch, them keys weren't right there, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, where the keys at? Now, there have been times where I have left my keys in the door. There have been those times where I've come in the house and I forget to take my keys out the door, and just closed the door and locked the door behind me, and my keys are sitting right there in the keyhole. But yesterday, they were in between the cushions of my couch. I was like, okay. I looked in my bedroom. I looked on the couch, but I was like, I went on the couch with my keys. But then I was like, yes, you were. Yes, you were. And I pulled the pillow, the cushion, and there it was. I was like, oh, okay. Moving on. So yeah, she's having a rough day trying to find her keys, but she ended up leaving, and she left her back door open. I was like, oh, I don't give a damn what neighborhood you live in. I would never do that. But hey, she got to go get her man. So she thinks, right? So she pulls up to the prison. Now she had some, I think she had some pajama pants on. But once she got there, she took them motherfuckers off, and she had on a dress with some kitten heels. I was like, wow, those are kitten heels. Those are kitten heels. So she's waiting for Brian, and then there's this one van that drove by her, and she's like, I think that's him. She's like, no, that's not him. But then she looked and she said, that is him. So she's mad that they didn't stop to let her at least kiss him or hug that man. Okay, I mean, I guess if that's what you want to be mad about, right? Cool. But they took him straight on to the halfway house. So she went to the halfway house to drop off some things for him and get, I guess, like his tablet from prison. And when she got it, she said there's a picture of a big booty woman on it, and she's pissed off about it. I mean, your little brother tried to warn you. Your brother tried to warn you, but hey, you ain't want to listen. Am I mad that you didn't want to listen? Not really. Let's move on to the next couple, you guys. Okay, so we got one more couple after this. Brooke and JK. Brooke and JK. So we finally see JK. JK got out of prison. The first thing that I want to say about JK, sir, it's going to be shady. Oh, JK. And his mouth. JK is missing some teeth. Like, he missing some teeth up right here. He missing some teeth up here. He missing some teeth back here. Then some other teeth look like they're black. So you got some rotten teeth. Was JK in prison for drugs? I do not remember what JK is in prison, went to prison for. Because I was looking at JK's mouth and I was like, oh, my sweet baby Jesus. These teeth. His mama gave him a hug and kissed him. I'm like, I'm fine with your mama kissing you. Because, she just kissed you, on your face. But then Brooke decides to jump in his lap. Now, she told him before she jumped in his lap, she ain't had no panties on. She said, I don't know if she said no panties or she had no pants on. One of the two. Either way it goes, she ain't got nothing up under this outfit that she got on. And I was like, wow. Very interesting, girl. In front of his mama. In front of his mama. Yep, he went to jail for manufacturing, delivery of controlled substances, and he probably was taking them motherfuckers too, because them teeth say otherwise. Them teeth say, "Whoo, Jesus!" Them teeth, my good God, today, them teeth. But they're talking about having sex. I was like, wow. I mean, I get it. You wanna do the do, but damn, can y'all wait? I mean, y'all got his mama with y'all. Are y'all going back to that hotel room where they were sharing? Oh God, can you imagine 3 motherfuckers sharing a bed with each other? Can you imagine 3 people sharing a bed with each other? But hey, but yeah, they're talking about having sex. He also is hungry. He want to get something to eat. But his mama told him to call the people to see if he can even go and get something to eat or if he has to go straight home. So they told him, you can get something to eat, but you got to go straight the fuck home, right? So they stopped and got some barbecue. Him and Brooke, I don't know where the logic is with these two, but Brooke's, your mama even told you y'all don't need to have kids. And then JK's mama is telling y'all don't need to have kids. Like, she already got 2 kids. Like, and his mama is saying, you don't need a kid. You're just getting out of prison. You need to get your life together. He needs to get some motherfucking teeth first, too. Get your life together, get some teeth, get a job, do all that kind of stuff, right? But again, they're still talking about having sex. Brooke lets us know she ain't on birth control, but they don't want to use a condom. But she's not really trying to get pregnant. I said, yes, you are trying to get pregnant. If you're not on birth control, you and him don't want to use a condom, then 2 plus 2 equals 4. Y'all gonna try to either, you might not intentionally want to have a baby, but you're gonna have, if you let him hit it and shoot the club up, and you in that period where you ovulating, well, bitch, you're gonna get pregnant. I'm not calling her a bitch. I'm just saying bitch out loud. Like, you're gonna get pregnant. Then this man is over here talking about he can do the pull-out method. I said, what the fuck? The pull-out method? Okay, sir. Whatever. The pull-out method. Brooke and JK annoyed me. Brooke and JK just really got on my nerves. But okay, let me know what you guys thought about Brooke and JK. And then we'll move on to the worst couple of them all. Y'all, I don't know what to say when it comes to Alexis, Julius, and Ashley. First of all, Ashley, that wig in your interview, girl, take that wig off. Find the nearest, dumpster. Find the nearest flame. Go get a lighter. Go get some lighter fluid. Burn her. Because I'm pretty sure, I'm positive, that wig is synthetic. If it is not synthetic, bitch, I don't know what it is. But that wig is ugly. And it's also the same wig that you wore later in this episode, but neither here nor there. Then also, while you're talking about teeth, baby, Ashley got a whole ass, on top of her tooth being chipped right here, Ashley got a whole ass missing side tooth. I was like, not even missing side tooth, missing side teeth. Because it's more than one that was missing. I was like, because when she laughed, you can see it's a big asshole on one side of her mouth. I was like, oh shit, you missing a side. You missing a side. My bad, you guys. But yeah, it's like, girl, you missing a whole ass side tooth. Now, this episode with these three picked up where we left off. You guys remember last week's episode, Julius was released from prison, right? So Julius is in the car with his homies. Like I said last week, that one dude is in the back seat of the car rolling a fucking blunt on camera. You cannot make this shit up. Then one of them got a bottle of, I believe, tequila or either vodka, one of the two. Julius is drinking. I was like, nigga, you just got out of prison. I'm pretty sure you're on papers. And I'm pretty sure that you got to report to somebody. So what is going on here? I was so confused by that whole ordeal. It was like, what is going on here, right? So we find out that he can't be around drugs or weapons for 3 years because he's on papers. I was like, but you just smoked the blunt. Because they literally, you saw the dude in the back seat with the blunt, you saw Julius with the blunt, and you saw the driver with the fucking blunt. And then you saw Julius and the dude in the back seat drinking. Julius got the bottle in his hand. Now, I know here in Texas, you can't drive with an open container. I don't know about other states, but I know and I'm pretty sure it's the same way. You can't drive with an open container. Like, you got an open container in the front seat. You got a nigga in the back seat with a styrofoam cup. Y'all just asking to get pulled. Like, if y'all get pulled over, y'all asking for hell. And again, I don't know if weed is legal. I don't know if weed is legal in Ohio, but I don't really care. But you just got out of prison, dude. So they go get something for breakfast, right? And Julius lies to Alexis saying he got to piss, and he gets up and calls Ashley. He's on the phone with Ashley, right? Her friend's still around. So she asked him, like, so am I going to see you tonight? He lies to her and says, she will be able to see him. Then she says, I love you. He didn't repeat it back to her. I was like, ma'am, are you missing the context clues here? Because if the man, you saying I love you and he ain't saying it back to you, girl, you should know right then and there it's something off. Either he and her friends are even telling her like he, either it's another woman around or I'm like, duh. Common sense is common. But common sense ain't that common. Because, ma'am, you are in your 30s. This 25-year-old man should not be running game and playing you for a fucking fiddle. But unfortunately, the man is. And I don't understand it. I do not understand it. I do not understand it. So then we see this dumb fool as Ashley went and got the hotel room. Meanwhile, Alexis and Julius done pulled up to their apartment. Not her apartment, but she's saying their apartment. I said, bullshit. Is his name on the lease? If his name ain't on the lease, it ain't his motherfucking apartment. This is our bedroom. No, sir. This is my bedroom. Absolutely not. Don't get him to thinking anything in that place is his. Well, hell, it might be now. It might be now. So then we move back over to this cringy fool, Ashley. It's Ashley's birthday. Ashley has decided to go get the hotel room. I said, girl, for what? All she's concerned about is having sex. I was like, well, girl, you ain't having sex tonight. Not with Julius. Unless you got a dildo, then you ain't having sex with Julius. Then she got some lube and some lingerie. I said, girl, all that shit is finna go to waste. So she called him. Well, no, he called her. He called her. And it's the fact that she is so giddy when that man calls her. Oh my God, it's Julius calling me. It's Julius calling me. It's like, girl, have some self-respect, self-esteem. Pick up your self-esteem. Damn. Again, Jesus, Lord, my Lord and Savior, I ask you once again, please do not ever let me be that desperate for a relationship or sex. Please don't. So she asked him, is he going to come see her? He said he with his mama and his sister, so he ain't going to be able to come see her, but he'll come see her tomorrow. I said, girl, if you are stupid enough to buy this shit and believe this dumb shit, you deserve what happens to you, right? You deserve everything that's happening to you. So then she decides to take pictures of herself in this lingerie. And I was like, them ladies behind you ain't your motherfucking friend. Because they're telling her she look good. I was like, you do look good in your lingerie. What don't look good? The wig. The wig don't look good. That wig is horrible. That wig is horrendous. Burn it. Torch it. Destroy it. Destroy it. Girl, destroy that fucking wig. But that's it, you guys. Be sure to let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comments section below. And subscribe to the channel, you guys. And turn on your post notifications. And with that out of the way, you guys, without further ado, no, that's wrong. Be sure to like the video, you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications. And share the video, you guys. That's it. That is it. All right, you guys. So I'm off of here. So you'll see this. And you guys will see Raising Canaan shortly. Bye, guys.